Hi. I I don't blame you. That's a lot of fun. No, don't do the one with the zombie. By the way, sorry for being a little bit late. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. And that's good music. Dude, the final solution slaps. That song is amazing. Wait. Hey. Yeah, I meant what I said. Exactly. So, the Witch Soldier? I haven't heard the latest one yet. Mm. I can't play it in the background. My stream will catch it all and then I'll get copyrighted. I ain't doing that junk. I'll listen to it once I'm done streaming. No, this is everyone. Yeah. I hope so too, man. Yeah. From how he talked, it sounded like... Yeah, he was the one who got hit, not the one who hit someone else, so... Yes. That's... I have not seen many of those. I have not seen those. Yeah. It's just you. It's, okay, then never mind. Yeah, that makes more sense. No. I'm not saying that it makes sense why you're hearing that. It makes sense that you are on that app. So who wants to give a recap? All right, what happened last time? Alexander, are you all right? Where is Alexander? Is he safe? Is he all right? Colobongulance. John's Bonds is having a strong colobongulance. So starting the session, see, I have something to say. Well, Alexander, do you want me to say it or not? So that's a yes. I'm going to say it then. It wouldn't be the first time your people got burned. So, no, it's specifically to Alexander because his entire city got smited by God by fire from above. No. Burned to a crisp and voided. /delete. /delete Perldoran Empire. Enter. So, we are beginning our trek through enemy airspace with an escort. Okay. Who wants to roll the percentile? Ronzo called first. Ronzo gets first percentile. $49. Okay. The winds seem to get a little bit rougher. Rough. It is very windy. Never mind, roll initiative. We're just skipping straight to it now, you jerks. I'm kidding. We ain't gonna skip straight to it yet. But the wind has increased a little bit. Seems like there's a storm around the area. Huh? Too late. That's the next. That's the next. That's the next roll. That's the next percentile die. Nope, it's too late. I'm taking that 23. Yeah, I know, but we weren't supposed to be rolling the d20 yet. So I'll take that as a percentile. The skies around you, typically the soft orange cloud shapes around you, start to become this deep crimson red. You can definitely tell that there's a massive storm brewing, but you're not sure what kind of storm it is. And the captain seems to be calling out some orders of, like, prep the ship for impact. We're not in impact yet. Calm down. I recommend you all get down below. It's going to be very bumpy. Could you please go down? Organics. Alright, who wants to do the last percentile die? Never mind, I know who it's gonna be. Yep. It goes to Arthur. Oh boy. Okay, now I actually gotta figure out what the creature is now. Ash, yeah, let's see. Let's see what you would have got. It wouldn't have made a difference. I have not said such a thing. No, you're good. You're good. No, it's all good, everyone. We're good. We're good. Let me figure out. Who hasn't killed Yamcha? That's fair. Krillin is wanted to, but he's not supposed to. He's not supposed to, but he's definitely wanted to. Let me... Yep. So, alright, I figured out what it is. Y'all aren't gonna like it, but I figured it out. The Flying Sky Tarrasque. Spontaneous Tarrasque crashes through the ship. Y'all fall into the void below. Y'all aren't gonna like this one. Not yet. Hold on. There's a description. I'm just trying to... He's too far gone. Alright. The howling winds suddenly go into a deep quiet. You'll hear the sound of loud thunder shaking the boat. Would any of you like to look out one of the flaps where there's typically a cannon? Who would like to look out one of the windows? Only one of you can do it. Well, no, two of you can do it. One of you can take... So, one of you can check the port side, the other can check the starboard side. I was just about to say, Boris was speaking first. So, Alexander and Boris. And that would make sense since y'all got to take the percentile rolls, they get to do the perception checks. Alright, so each of you make a perception check. $22. Okay. 14. Alright, and which side were you on, Alexander? You're on starboard. Looking out the starboard side, you're seeing a bunch of lightning crackling above. And you're seeing some of the ships that the ship seems to be getting in a little bit of a tighter formation right now. Boris, whenever you look out, you are immediately met with the sound of a large explosion. As a lightning strike hits one of the boats, and it seems to hit it in one of its gunpowder reserves as the entire center of the boat explodes, sending a bunch of people, a bunch of flaming corpses and a bunch of people falling into the abyss below. Y'all are saying that Warforged aren't people? How dare you? I remember that it was automated. We'll go charred. But yeah. We'll go charred instead. They are as flammable, you're right. Yeah, they wouldn't be as flammable in their current state. Some of them do have an outer layer of almost skin-like feel, just so then they look more human, but these aren't some of those. Alexander, I will refer you back to the picture of the Pearldoran servant. And that's it. So with a 22, you notice a large shadow over the boat that just quickly rushes by. It almost seems like it's almost like it gets shadowed over by this large blanket and then it disappears. Yeah, there's. Oh, it was very audible once he opened up the side window. Alexander, are you still looking out your window? You're yelling this out into the emptiness outside? I'm giving you a choice of whether or not you're wanting to be able to be heard or you want to see what's happening on the other side. Alright, so nothing that he's said so far has had any effect. He's said nothing. He's yelling into the abyss. Yeah, Alexander has not been heard. So, looking out, you notice another large shadow go over what remains of the ship, and then just it goes over and then disappears. Alexander, looking out your port side, not port, starboard side window, you hear this odd sound of fire before suddenly a large cone of fire envelops the other ship and sends the entire other ship becomes engulfed in flame. And then you hear the other one. Then the other one goes back through. And so you see a shadow go over it, and then go over it again. Similar to Boris, but y'all don't know that each other has seen that shadow. Each of you make a dexterity save. I will allow it to help you. Alright, so this is a 2-tier style of save. So, there is... Oh no. Oh no. So, Arthur... Okay, so Arthur got a 6. Okay, so Arthur and Alexander. So everyone feels this like large shake to the boat, and you hear this almost screeching noise as something impacts the boat, and you hear the sound of flapping wings rush by, and the shake of the boat causes Alexander and Arthur to end up hitting heads against each other and falling down. So that will be... Yeah, well, 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact. 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact of each other. And the rest of you guys all fall to the ground, but y'all don't bump. So everyone... like little daggers. You hear the sound of a ringing bell from up top as y'all begin to hear multiple flapping wings almost encircling the ship. So, real quick, Necrom, are you looking out? Alright, how far are you getting out to try and look? Like, how much are you sticking your head out? Second. I'm assuming y'all didn't go to the third. Okay. Bronzo, you go towards the door that's supposed to separate the top deck from the second level, and you see that it has melted away. There is no door. looking out, you see a bunch of melted Warforged, and some of them seem to be slowly melting deeper and deeper into this puddle of acid. And looking up, you can't quite see what is above, but you can see the shadow that is overcast on the ship, and it seems to be 3 circling shadows above. You see one of them that seems to have lost, like, an arm and both legs, and is in a slight puddle of acid, though not too deep in a puddle of acid. That one is within reach. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution save. Bronzo. Alright. So you only take 4 points of acid damage. As you feel like the burning of his melted skin of sorts. It's not actual skin. Dragon. And it dies. I don't think you quite understand how it dies. Its brain melted. Sure. I'll allow it. It's hard to tell. Bronzo's looking very sickly. No, it is open as can be. It's just open deck. Okay. How slow are you guys going to move? The current room that y'all are in? How slow are you moving? So, you remember that there's some on the other side, not to this side, but if you go under and go around to the other side, you might be able to find some inside of that room. So, Alexander, on a scale of 1 to 3, how fast do you want to move? That's how I'm going to put it. 4? So you're going to move really fast. On a scale of 1 to 3. Nope. There's 3 options. 2. Okay. I'm going to need a dexterity save. 11. Alright. You're mostly able to avoid the acid. It's only right at the end that some of it kind of nicks you a little bit. That is 5 points of acid damage. And looking up, you see a circling group that seems to be circling lower and lower and wider and wider. Oh, yes, they are. They are each metallic. There is a bronze, there is a gold, and there is a copper. Going up to the top deck, by the way, Necrom, since you're going to go look for paper, do an investigation. And also do a constitution save. No, both for Necrom. You find the captain, who seems to be on the ground, but there's an area around him where he doesn't seem like there's no acid around him, and he just seems to be knocked down. The captain looks a bit dazed at the current moment. They each seem to almost be side-eyeing it. Hey, no. Get me to the wheel. We gotta get out of here. There's dragons. So 10 for investigation, what for the con? 17 for the con. Alright, so you don't take any acid damage, but you also don't find any unsinged parchment. So everything seems like it's slowly burning away from the acid. The ship seems to be still stable, but ever so slightly sinking, just not at the same rate that the dragons are. Yes, you can still go underneath and get back around. Oh, you're heading on top deck. That's different. Okay. I've never seen something like this. Unless... Oh, nuts. This is what we get for taking the dangerous route. Everyone hold on. Get down there and tell him to strap in. You see one of his arms just drops off. Just, take that with you if you don't mind. I'm not going to know when you get back in there, so please tap my arm to the ground a couple times so that I know. Yes. Yes, you can. The ship seems to be getting slow repairs while also getting slow damage at the same time, and so you're counteracting the effect and keeping the ship afloat. Yeah, he's just listening. He's like, alright, here we go. And you immediately feel a lurch as some puddles of acid slam towards the door. So make a dexterity save real quick, Alexander. Alexander is the one near the door. Okay. I'll allow it. Okay. Alexander, I still need that dexterity save. You're good. Oof. Six points of acid damage as some of it singes over the top of you as you're going down into the ship. 6 points of acid. And all of you feel the ship lurch as though it's going into a nosedive. You can hear the sounds of some screeching from above, and then all of a sudden this mighty roar. Like there's 3 screeches, and then there's this loud roar of sorts from above, as they seem to be pursuing. you'll feel the sudden surge of like, it's almost like the ship rips up, and you'll hear the sound of creaking boards. So Necrom was toward the back of the ship. The rest of you were toward the front of the ship. All of you who are toward the front, I'm going to need you to describe how you're going to get out of the front of the ship. Athletics. Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing? That +5 saved your butt. It was a DC of 10. You're alright. I know. Just get them all out right now, so then y'all can have some successful ones later. The grappling hook is gone. Either way, the rest of you three. Necrom's fine. Boris is fine. I need the rest of you three. Well, I'm needing you to describe what you're going to do to try and get out from the front end of the boat to get to the back. Bronzo, you have those boots, so yes, you can run up a near vertical slope. Okay. Arcana for you, Arthur. Bronzo, I'll do acrobatics for you. Oh no. Do a hand axe attack. It's going to be an increased DC, but I'll still allow it. I noticed. You and Alexander both are going to have this difficulty. So, oh, hold on. Right now, y'all are alright. But y'all see the front end of the boat start snapping off. So, Boris, Bronzo, and Necrom, y'all are all safe. And y'all see the front end of the boat is more steeply inclined while y'all are about at a 60-degree angle. The front end of the boat is at about an 85-degree angle. What are y'all going to try now to try and escape? You still have a cast on you, so I'll give you a +2 to your roll, but you have to do a different thing to try and help yourself out because it did not work the first time. Alexander, are you going to spend this turn to try and load the grappling hook bolt? You have what in rope? Good on you, man. You said you have hemp and rope. Okay, I'm gonna need you to make. I'll do athletics this time. And then Arthur. If you do an Arcana again, it would be an increased DC, so I'm trying to think of another way in which this could be described. Like, what would be another way in which this would be? 18, you are able to get an attachment to the roof. So, describe to me one more time what you're doing, Arthur, so then I can make sure that I can do this particular check. Okay. So if you are tossing your rope toward Boris, I will allow an athletics. However, Boris can give an assist on this athletics. He can. He doesn't have to, but he can. You would be next to Boris. I need you to make a dexterity save to do that. All right, sounds good. This is going to be a separate DC. I think that would hit whether or not it was the separate DC. Yeah. Yeah, alright, so you're able to stab into the rope, so Arthur, you get advantage on your attempt to try and climb. I'm sorry, try me again. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're asking. Yes. Yes, you do. That's... Okay. Okay. 19. I was just about to say, that's a 20. Dirty 20. Yep, you are able to get some progress up. And as both you and Alexander make it up to the top of the ship, you'll hear the snapping of a lot of boards as all of a sudden the front end of the ship breaks off. And y'all begin to feel the ship lurch backwards, and y'all fall on top of each other. And so y'all are left exposed out into the open clouds at the current moment as a tilt to the ship is holding you guys at an odd angle, but y'all are all away from the gap at the current moment. You'll hear a bunch of dragons rush by, seemingly chasing the front end of the ship. The ship seems to be forming a connection with the broken boards to almost seal off parts of the broken boards and make a solid wall of sorts as you're starting to do this. The more and more you do it, the more and more of a wall it becomes. Almost. It's going to take a little while of Bronzo doing that. Okay. Around this point, y'all hear the of some metallic feet almost planting into the boards and then walking down. Are any of you dead? Okay. Alexander, are you still invisible? He failed to attack the ship. His attack missed. So, unless Bronzo dropped it, it's still on. No, he never took damage, so he's fine. Oh, great, we lost one. Okay, let's see. It would be deception, not persuasion. No, not a contest just yet. Why did you give yourself advantage on it? None of y'all are tricked by it, but a lot of you are just like so uncaring that some of you will actually just like, oh, he's invisible. Like, oh, brother. So, the captain. We're not doing this right now. Y'all are doing y'all's side fights. Oh, yeah. Okay. I have to ask, how much money are y'all going to compensate for this? Yes, you just took me to the dragon territory. No, I said, do y'all want to play safe or do y'all want to go dangerous? Y'all chose danger. And guess what? We ended up in dragon territory. That's all I'm asking. I just need a new ship after this. Mm-hmm. Looking out toward the deck, you notice that there doesn't seem to be any more Warforged on the deck. Just catting. So, well, I wasn't expecting there to be metallic dragonborn. Not dragonborn dragons. My apology. And, well, we're in dangerous territory. And looking up just before we did the little switcheroo, those weren't normal. And they also had giant black dragon with them, so that's highly irregular. I have a feeling it's something to do with that void state. They seem like enhanced children. Sorry, I have audio glitches right now. What? Okay. Alright, we're nearing neutral airspace. Probably going to have some problems with the Kaorans, unless they think we all died. Hopefully that's the case. Yeah. Yeah. Any of y'all know how to send a message? Okay. Yeah, we should still be on track to get back soon. I was just gonna try and do a distress call just in case if something happens and we end up dipping even lower. Currently, we're not at a fun altitude. But hopefully that took care of 4 dragons. I'd say about half a day. Half a day until we get back to, say, Dasos. There really weren't any rooms to begin with, so yeah, there's definitely no rooms left. I'm gonna go steer the ship. Y'all keep an eye in the sky for me if you don't mind. What's up? What is it, Bronzo? Yeah, I'll take a little bit more mending, but then I need to make sure and steer us. Otherwise, we'll end up just flying in circles. No. It actually may be a little bit closer than I thought. Well, considering the dragons. That was a much shorter distance than I was expecting them to appear at. They definitely came out of nowhere. We were just supposed to skirt by that area, not go into it. You can send it to me if you want to. His character might not know that information. Out of character after session. So then it's not inside of the stream, so then y'all can't remind yourselves of it. If y'all remember it, then that's fine, but y'all can't. Exactly. But after some mending, the captain goes back up on deck. Wake up your friend, we're already here. That's highly irregular. I mean, we're here like a day earlier than we're supposed to be. Up in the corner over here. You feel the rush of wind past your head and open your eyes to see Arthur's foot dangling over you. Either that or the stinking realms are shifting. He got a beatable one. He's not gonna beat it. Yes, it does. Dude. Arthur just needs some rebel leather. Yeah. We're not that close. We still have a little distance before we get there, but we're back inside of Seadesos. You can see the water below. Or at least from my angle you can. No, he won't. That will kill him. Don't mess with my cargo, okay? Urkus he's there. He's just not doing anything because his player's not here, so I'm not going to step in and say. Please don't start monologuing what you've been doing. Someone silence now. We're just going to say there were a bunch of shenanigans as y'all round this out. We're not going to go through a bunch of checks. Y'all eventually make it back to a skyport just on the edge of the continent. Near Stonespire, but not quite at Stonespire. It's like an hour walk. Calm down. Tell your boss or whatever to send a message telling them that I can get a new ship. And some money so then I can pay for my housing while I'm here. Thank you. Much appreciated. A lot. Well, see you hopefully never again. I know. Yeah, see, organics. I'm getting a room. And a gal. So, one of the guards who's nearby says, "Oh, you needing directions to Stonespire? Is your first time visit?" Oh. So, wait a minute. Never mind. Teleportation stuff. I'm not going to ask. Yeah, interesting. I'm not a fan of teleportation. Makes me nauseous. So, you're going to want to head southeast of here. Absolutely. Skip immediately appears. Oh. Do you hold out your hand to try and do a handshake? Skip bites your hand. Skip doesn't say anything. Make an insight check. Yes, Skip does speak. That That was something that was established in session 1. I'm not going to tell you what language he speaks, but he does speak. 16. It almost seems like that's a form of agreement for him. As y'all are getting down below, there seems to be large crowds of people heading in and out. A couple different areas where there's large vehicles being drawn by horses, different names of places that it's heading towards. Y'all see one that's heading towards Stonespire. Tickets, please. Either tickets or 3 gold, I don't really care. A piece. 3 gold a piece. Just... yeah, okay. Wasn't sure. Some people try and skim by. Welcome to Say Dasos. Hope you stay for a while. I'm not allowed to take bribes, sir. Thanks. Okay. Got it. Okay, so, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. You are... let me check my sheet. Seats... y'all are seats 63 through 68. Yes. Yes, heading to Stonespire. Go ahead and load up, and we'll be heading out soon. Skip doesn't seem to be around you guys right now. So, after a long journey filled with a bunch... sure. There was no town or city name. It was just called the Worldspire. So, as y'all are heading along with a bunch of information about the history of Stonespire being told to you guys, all of stuff that y'all have already learned about Stonespire. Okay, I'll make sure and send you guys some information. So then y'all can actually learn what they're saying about this. But either way, y'all are just hearing a bunch of information about, like, how it was founded, why it got its name. That's a different story. Different day, different story. Various different things, and there seems to be almost an air of propaganda about it. It's hard to tell the difference. It just almost seems like everything is being painted in a good light about stone spire in the Osetai Empire. Sorry, can't hear you back there. You mind speaking up? You said you cast silence on him, right? Reverse silence. I thought you said you cast silence. It's like, I'm so confused. I don't have those statistics for you, but I'm sure that it's very low. Why? "35 feet tall." I'm sorry. Are you talking about that? Oh, that urban legend stone Nadia. I must admit I have no idea what you're talking about. I've only heard an urban legend that there's a Undercity. So back to what I was saying. He snaps his fingers and all of a sudden you try and start speaking and there's just no words coming out. What's up? Oh. Sorry. So, you'll continue your journey along and then eventually make it to the walls of Stone Spire and are greeted in. You'll arrive at this big building at the lower part of the old quarter. Right there. Yeah. So, you'll get out of the area right there. And the next group seems to have a thing which says they're heading to the World Spire. So, y'all all dismount, and y'all are back in Stone Spire. Where are y'all heading first? Okay. Okay. So, everyone except Thank you. So, everyone except for Boris and Arthur are going to see Buckwell. So we're going to start with that group. Why are you outside? That reminds me, I need to fix some dinner in a minute. Either way, so, the Buckwell crew. We'll talk with you guys first. So, y'all arrive to the bridge labeled Boss Bulwark on y'all's map. It is Boss. Y'all arrive there, and Necrom, you remember a familiar guard. Papers, please. League of Adventure. Okay, yes, so I was told to expect you all. Here you go. Do you want a guard escort to lead you to the right spot? Alright. And he calls 2 guards over. You two, take him over to Buckwell's estate. Oh, we are supposed to go to Buckwell or Elisar? Just take them to Buckwell first. If they need to go to Elisar, then escort them there. They have access. So. Yeah. So, arriving at Lord Buckwell's estate, y'all are let inside by some of the servants that are there. And inside, there's Volthid's still there, as well as the tiefling, but y'all can't remember the name of that tiefling. And you'll notice that Lave Onyx is currently passing you guys by as y'all are heading in. Just good to see you all. So y'all are escorted to Buckwell's room. Once y'all are led inside, Buckwell just kind of turns over in his bed and looks at you guys. He's a lot more of a lighter gray than he usually is. He still looks pretty pale. Where have you been? Why? Okay. So, I don't know what exactly to say other than it's been a while since you've been heard from, so we were starting to get worried that we had just lost a new League of Adventurers. Yeah, that's... Thank you for messaging me. I appreciate it. I finally woke up about 2 weeks ago. But... yeah, it's all been going downhill ever since stuff happened. I don't know what all has happened since then. All I know is that there's a war going on right now, and, well, everything's just pretty awful. I can't... Why do I always have to get bad news? What is it? Yeah... That is very useful information. Thank you. Just... Well, after you guys were gone, there was a lot of trials and investigations into that mercenary group. And some of them have been executed for being foreign spies. But they started to put two and two together, and since no one was here to say otherwise, they blamed it on the Kaoran Empire, and so war struck out. After 2 attempted assassinations, they weren't going to allow that to happen anymore. Yeah, Littlefoot. Yeah, I wish they would have succeeded. Littlefoot's the worst. Politics for another day. Well, I'd like for you guys to try and find that last person. Because maybe, just maybe, we can clear the rest of these mercenaries before they're all killed. And maybe, just maybe, it'll stop the war. You never know. You never know with these people. Hopefully it will, though. Yeah, the Kaorans, why? No one was able to prove the link. It's been 3 months since no one proved the link. They started doing their own investigations and thought that it was the Kaorans. Though if you want my personal opinion, I just think some of these people were looking for an excuse for war. I hear... I had an odd voice in my head. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and go back to bed. I'm starting to hear things again, and doctor said that I should sleep it off. Okay. By the way, have you guys been able to prove anything about the orchestra yet? At all? Do y'all have any information? Main Security Bureau, I guess. I don't know. Interesting. You said a castle, right? This castle, what kind of features did it have? When did this happen? Uh-huh. Did he have any family that we need to send a message to? Check into it. Let me know what you find. Yeah. Blow out the candle on your way out. Oh. Good deal. Everyone's here. That's wonderful. Maybe we can get some stuff done. He just slowly starts falling asleep. Alright. So, you'll get back to the entrance. The guards stop you. So, is that all business that we have in the area, or are we heading to see anyone else? Do y'all need? I'll take the body. I'll take the bodies. What did you do to these poor souls? I'm just gonna write this over to the Security Bureau. It's disgusting. You take it to Alyssa. Oh, I hate my job. Yes, please follow me to Lord Elisar's estate. He's towards the top of the spire. So heading up the spire a little distance, you'll get to around the 5th tier up of the spire, and there's this grand golden door. This is Elisar. He should be expecting you, I hope. Heading inside, you'll find this very expansive room with a large glass looking out over Stonespire. Seem to be books and papers all scattered about. And Elisar is behind one of the desks right now, just looking out the main window. Yes, I heard your entrance. Hello. Yes, Alexander Malarius, I know who you are. What can I do to help you guys? Just curious. Yes. Well, yes, the payments will come shortly. But I'd really rather not talk about the war right now. We just had a war council about 30 minutes ago. I'm about sick and tired of hearing about it. They're all just wanting more and more soldiers being made. They wanted to turn you guys into soldiers, but I wouldn't allow it. It'd be a waste of talent. Okay. You were wanting information about what again? Other than the war? Oh, yes, the mountains. Something going on in the mountains. It's actually in the mountains. There's something going on with the Goliath tribes. And one of our spies reported not only a little bit of Kaoran influence, but one of my spies accurately reported that it's not Kaoran, it's one of the assassins. Something's going on up there and I don't like it. You asking that in or out of character? Oh. You're telling me the Oncraig clan is what they were spying on. Great. So long as we don't have to deal with the Druid clans, we'll be alright. But yeah, just please try and get there in a fair speed. So far, all I know is that he almost seems to be influencing them to start fighting against some of our nearby garrisons. So we can't be fighting a war on that many fronts right now. Too many fronts is a pain in the rear. Was there anything else you needed of me? It's your choice. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be snappy with you all. Y'all are good friends, and this war is just taking a little bit of a toll on me. Hopefully we can resolve this quickly, and we can. Yeah. That's what. Just want to apologize in advance if I seem a little bit quick-tempered at the current moment. Also, there's something after y'all take care of up in the Goliath tribes that y'all need to go check on. It's even, in my opinion, it's even more annoying than another front, just because it's going to cause internal strife if we don't watch it. But right now, we need more information about what's going on there before we actually send anyone. Someone's claiming to be the actual king of Stonespire. Yeah, it's wonderful. We can hear that. Yes, what you need. I don't really need to sleep, I just need to get this work done. I have reports to file, and it's absolutely the most annoying thing I've had to do in a while. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I got work to do. Well, I'll do what I can. What business do you have with the magic school right now? Okay. I was just wanting to check in because they are restricting access to it right now. So if you need to get in, then I can send a letter in advance for you. Alright. Sounds interesting but good. Okay. I'll send a letter in advance letting them know that you're on your way. And whenever do y'all have documents saying that y'all are the League? Okay, I'll let them know that if you show those documents that you're allowed in. So as y'all exit Lord Elisar's odd spire front estate, we're going to end the session there, and we'll pick up with Boris and Arthur's 2 expeditions. And then Bronzo, go ahead, and then we'll end. He gives a good hug back. He gives you a good strong hug and says, "Watch your back out there. It's a mad world." Okay. So, like I said, we'll start with Boris and Arthur. Not next week, though. I have spring break next week, so I will not be able to play. But the next week. I'm sorry. I'm going to go hang out with my family. I don't get to do that too much. So, 19th next session. And then, so we have session 35 on the 19th, and then, just as a early reminder, on the 30th of April, we are going to be having a player-led one-shot. So one of you guys get to do a one-shot. And I'll hopefully have an answer, but it may be random. So, you don't really notice the sun rising and setting as much as it is, like, it just goes, like, it appears from beyond the clouds and just almost is at the peak of it the entire day. Y'all live on a portion of an Earth. You know that the sun goes from the southeast to the northwest. That's the end of the session, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.